seen anything quite like that. That is a space coke.
What was your name?
Hello, I'm Sarah.
Why is he doing this to me? Why?
I'm currently stood in London Bridge Station. I've just got off the train because tonight I'm going to stay in the UK's only space capsule hotel. It only costs £30 for the night, so it's probably London's cheapest accommodation as well. But we're going to go find that out. The pictures look pretty good, but I don't really know what to expect. But what I do know is right now we need to get on out of here, go and find an Uber, because it's located north of the river. I've got no idea where I am, but check out that weird monument behind me. I think I usually come out of the other end of the station, so this is all new to me, and I don't think an Uber's going to come down this road to pick me up, so I've got to walk around to the other side, hopefully get a ride there. Hello mate, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
What was the map showing you?
Well, it said you're still like 1 or 2 minutes away. I don't think it had caught up with itself.
The map is sometimes.
Right, cheers mate, have a good one. Well, I've been dropped off, but I've got no idea where we're going from here. I think it's one of these buildings here, but I can't see. Oh wait, that's 94 and we're looking for 96. So one would assume, aha.
Yes, okay.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, so I got a message from the people that own this place on WhatsApp, and it basically said that you have to be really quiet in here because these pods are not soundproofed and you can basically hear everything that everyone's up to in the pods. So come tonight, that should be interesting. But for now, I'm just going to keep my voice down. Now, we've got a couple of problems already. Number one, my locker didn't seem to shut properly. I mean, it locks, but it doesn't really seem too strong, so I'm not going to leave my bag in the locker. So that means that it is going to be occupying this space with me. Hang on, what is this here? I see a hair. I don't know if that's going to be picked up on the camera. Can you see that? Can you see it? That is going straight out the door. But I'm not too fussed about the locker situation because if I go out anywhere, well, I will be going out somewhere shortly, I'm going to leave my bag inside the pod anyway. But that brings another issue. My pod itself does not lock.
I'm not sure if you stayed here before.
Just shut it and then that's it.
Yeah, this one's not.
As long as you don't look that. Oh, I had an issue with my locker earlier.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm sure I will. If not, I'll give them a message. Thank you.
They're good price, aren't they, for London?
Yeah, how much did you pay?
I went on trip.com and it popped up as like £39, and I'd stayed at one like this in Gatwick, but it had your own bathroom and shower.
Yeah, I've seen those ones. It's a Sofitel hotel or something.
Yeah, so that was a bit better because you had your own bathroom. But I thought this is better because it's not like a hostel, because I wouldn't stay in one of those, but the hotels couldn't afford.
But at least I've got a nice neighbour. She is occupying that one, which is directly opposite there, and we are on the top floor. Now, you might have noticed also inside my locker there was a free gift, and I certainly cannot complain about that. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what they are because you really can't class these as slippers. It looks like what they've been doing is a spot of arts and crafts. They've taken an A4 piece of paper, cut out a shape, look how thin that is, cut out a shape, and then they've put some tissue paper on the top to secure your foot. But I will never turn my nose up at a freebie. Now there's all sorts in here to play with. There's all different lighting settings. Obviously there's charging points and there is some sort of fan. I think it did say that it was aircon. And down the other end of the capsule there we have got a TV, and apparently somewhere there is a massage facility and it's free. I don't quite know what all that's about, but right now, before it gets too late, I'm going to head out and get some dinner, and then we will come back and we will play with all of this stuff and find out what else we can find in the rest of the building. What was your name?
Hello, I'm Sarah.
Sarah. So I've just got a food recommendation. It's an Indian restaurant.
Empty plates, so you know it was good. And that was where I reviewed it.
So what's that? Taste of, I'm not going to even try and pronounce that.
Jaipur.
Let's see if we have a bit more luck with locking it. So everyone else's one, you literally just shut the door and it locks and that's it. But this one does nothing. You can put the key code up there, makes the noise as though it's unlocking, but
there's no way of actually locking it. So we are taking my bag. Oh wait. I decided to trust that locker in the end, although I could see why it's dodgy. The whole thing's like taped up on the inside. But I'd rather just leave the bag there and not have to carry it around. I've bought my hard drive in this little bag because if I lose the laptop, that's one thing, but if I lose all my footage, that's another. So the reason that Sarah recommended that certain place to me was because they were really nice. Apparently they came out and offered her a discount if she went into that place. So I thought, oh, that's quite nice. But I was just walking down there. I didn't capture it on camera. Walking past a random one, it wasn't the same restaurant she said, and the guy come out and grabbed me. He's like, mate, I'll give you a discount if you come in here. So it turns out it's just what they do around here. That's a nice little lane down there, look. No alcohol. We don't want to go down there, I fancy a beer. But anyway, it looks like all of the curry places along here are all basically trying to blag you to get you in, offering you discounts and all that. So I might just go and stick with my usual and get a Nando's. Yeah, this is Brick Lane, quite a famous road in London. I don't know what it's famous for. Well, apparently I do now. Curry houses where they offer you the best discount possible, and they've never offered it to anyone before. It was just a one-off special. I've broken off of the main street. We're now just down this little one here. There's little side streets going off in all different directions. But I'm pretty sure Nando's is only about 2 minutes from here, so it's all good. I know you might think Nando's is a bit of a boring choice, but for me, where I live, we don't have a Nando's, and I love it. So every time I come into London or anywhere where they got one, I have to head straight there. That was a tasty Nando's. In fact, I think I'd go as far as to say it was impeccable, but I feel a little bit bad saying that because if you think about it, to a dead chicken with no beak, everything is impeccable. Anyway, we are currently on the way home. We're just going to head down this way, I think. We need to get back pretty soon because it's about an hour and a half until strict silence in the capsule. So we're just going to head straight there and we're not going to stop anywhere.
All menu 50% off for you.
50%?
Yeah.
Just for me?
Just for you.
Is this a one-time offer?
Yeah, one-time offer. We are very good review 4.8 and food hygiene 5-star and curry shape of the year 2025.
God, must be my lucky day. I keep getting these extremely rare, once-in-a-lifetime opportunities at having a discounted curry. Oh, look, a pub. Things might have taken a little bit of a turn for the worst. And the problem is, I don't know who to blame for it because, well, there's no one else here to blame other than me. But what I've done is I've located, oh here we go, the hotel. It's right here, look, 96. Now I've done a little bit of reading about this place and I've found out the massage is actually performed by that massage chair. And literally behind that extremely thin wall, that is where the pods are. So we have to be so quiet right now. We are literally having to be deadly silent, but we are getting our money's worth. And we are getting a massage. So, whoa, how does this work then? Press that. Oh, whoa. We're going back. We are going back. What is happening? Who's controlling this? What the hell is going on? It's like an otter. He's got a crash helmet on. And he's headbutting my back. Why is he doing this to me? Why? I don't understand. Let's just quickly whack it onto powerful mode to see what that's gonna do, shall we? Ooh. Well, I never. This is incomprehensible. What the hell is that? Going up. Make it stop. Stop, damn it. Shh. Okay. I don't know if we should ever do that again. I'm doing it again. I am doing it again. It's like the otter is really angry because he's lost his job to Cyril the Badger. And Cyril the Badger's only got the job because he's friends with the manager. And now the otter's taking it out on me. Shh! Why is it doing this? Alright, that's enough fun and games. We need to give you a full tour of this place, right? So, this is basically the masseuse herself, just down there. This is obviously in front of us the
locker situation that is not the best of situations, if I'm honest, but it's not too bad. I mean, I hope my bag's still in there. Over here, oh wait a second, I forgot to show you this, look. We've got an actual spaceman just sort of sat there being all spacey and stuff. There's another one over here, look. So this is like a room that you can make coffee in and do your work and that. And there's another little spaceman up here on the wall. Right, let's go and have a little tour of the toilet and shower area, shall we? So this in here is obviously the toilets, and we have got an entire shower room in here, which looks like it's just been used because the mirror is steamed up. And in here we have just a toilet, and then round to the left through there, that is where all the pods are. I feel we should also have a little more detailed look at the coffee making facilities. I mean, there's a Morphy Richards kettle here, which is quite nice, to be fair. Doesn't look like there's any lumps of hell floating in there. Whoa! We've got a rather small pot of coffee. Is that actually coffee? Surely not. Oh yeah, that is coffee. And then to the right of that, we obviously have the standard angry shrubbery knocking about. I'm going to just check that my bag's still in this locker. Oh, look at that. Right, let's go round into our unlocked little pod for the night, shall we? My one's right at the end down here. Look. I can see the light glowing out of the people's ones that are down there. We are officially inside the pod. There is literally someone sleeping below me. There's actually a human about 2 feet away, which is a little bit weird. But, oh, hang on a sec, what's that? Right, I found the instructions for that safe. We have to put in 159 E. Oh, look. The treasure. Oh, there actually is something in there. It's a can of Coke. Hang on a sec. What the hell is that? Have you ever seen anything quite like that? That is a space Coke. I don't really want to drink a space Coke right now, but it smells like Coke. Tastes like Coke. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but it's basically a table. Yeah, look, we can stick the space Coke on there. Next up, we got all these controls. So, wait, what's that? On, off. I don't know what that's doing. This is obviously different colour lights. Next to that, there's the lock button, which does nothing in my particular capsule. And we've got charging, USB-C, USB normal, headphones, and the TV button. Oh no, that better not make a noise. Alright, luckily the TV doesn't play out loud. You get given headphones that you have to plug in here. So that's all good. And then we've got some more lights over here. Oh, that's for the ones around the mirror. And then finally we have the brightness adjustment. You probably can't see that. It's just adjusting some lights that are above my head. Okay, I'm just about ready for bed, and I realised I haven't even told you how comfortable this thing is. Basically, it's not that comfortable, it's quite solid. It's the mattress, I'd say, is probably the thickness of, like, I don't know, a double-decker hamster or a Big Mac. Anyway, I am within my pod. I feel like a seed. In fact, you want to know something amazing about butterflies, right? You know when they start as caterpillars and then they go into their little chrysalis and then they pop out as a butterfly? You might think they're just in there and they sprout some wings, but that's not what happens. They literally turn into liquid inside that thing and then reform into a new bug. Okay, we gotta be even quieter now. But the point was, nature is mental. And also I just realised the opposite of a butterfly would be a margarine spider. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, people. There is a slight chance that I may have overslept. I do need to check out quite soon. I'm hoping there's no one in the shower because I refuse to leave here without being clean. But before I do that, a quick little overview of how I slept. To be honest, it was pretty decent. I mean, that's why I overslept. The mattress is a bit solid, but that's just like personal preference, so can't really complain about that. The only real complaint is just about the sort of noise levels. Any slight movement that you make or that anyone else makes, then everyone can hear it basically. These things are real creaky and the walls are so thin, but for 30 quid a night, again, you really can't complain. I think it's pretty decent, to be fair.
Well, there we have it. My unique little experience is over. And I've got to say, I did really enjoy myself. I mean, yeah, that place has got a couple of little quirks, but value for money, you literally cannot beat it. I don't know if you remember, I'd done that best versus worst rated hotel in London. Well, that worst rated one was pretty much the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. And I'm pretty sure it was about 70 or 80 quid for that. So yeah, honestly, I do recommend that place. But just to let you know though, as of May, I think they put their prices up, so you probably won't get it for 30 quid now. But if you want to go early next year, you might do. As for me, I'm going to get myself back to the train station and get home. And trust me, you're going to want to subscribe, because in 2 weeks' time, I'm filming the most insane video I've ever filmed in my life. But thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and I'll catch you on the next one.